I hit a bird. I hit a bird.
Yeah, fucking hell, you have.
What's happened?
I don't know where the bird is, mate, but it's only plastic. You can just get pushed back in.
What?
So the 4.4 litre twin turbo V8 that we know as the BMW M5, pushing out an astonishing 560 brake horsepower. Not only that, but 680 newton meters of torque. That's incredible. It does all of that with a 7-speed dual clutch gearbox. So as we know, this car is a 5-door family saloon. It's only when you're at the back though that you really know that this is BMW M5. From them 4 tailpipes sticking out from just under the bumper, the huge flare on the arches, the 5-spoke BMW 20-inch wheels. As you come further down the car, one of the noticeable things, you've got your M5 grille on the front, again with a huge flare on the arches. As you get to the front, you'll probably notice it doesn't really look all that different. A slightly more aggressive front bumper, but apart from that, there's not a huge difference, and I think that's why this doesn't look like an absolute animal. So we've had the M5 now for around 24 hours, and one of the first things we noticed was the power. It's immense, nearly 600 horsepower, it's crazy. But when you put it into Sport Plus mode, put the suspension into Sport Plus and the steering in Sport Plus, it becomes a different animal. It's almost track ready. When you buy this car from factory, from BMW, you can upgrade to the performance package. I just can't see why you'd do that. It gives you an extra 15 brake horsepower, no extra torque, it gives you a greater angle of slip. Let's be honest, we know this car can go sideways. How much more sideways do you want to go?
Now, when we first found out we were picking up the M5, I was so excited. However, there was a niggling question in the back of my head. Why don't we see more of these on the road? The M4, the M3, and now the M2, we're seeing them everywhere. They're very popular cars, but why not this one? Well, for starters, they're very big. The M4, the M3, and the M2, they're all compact. They're sportier, they even look a little bit meaner. But this is the family man, the more mature man's choice, and it's 100% my BMW choice. Many reasons as to why. Now, I'm not mature, but I am a family man. Now, one of the reasons is it's more saloon looking. Now, I know there's people screaming at me saying, that's a negative, Zach. It's not in my case. Reason being is that I don't have the pressure of driving it like a stolen every time I nip to the shops. Also, it's 5-door. Again, not a negative if you're me. I don't have to fanny around when it comes to these 3 doors with child's car seats in the back. 5-door is perfect for me. Also, a lovely big boot. Buggy, shopping can go in there, no problem at all. But the main point is, if I see a Daryl Dyer at the lights in his lowered Citroen Saxo, he may look over and think, old man in a saloon car, I can take him. Not a chance. Not with this power under this body. I can put my foot to the floor and leave him for dead without breaking a sweat. And that is why the BMW M5 is my BMW choice.
been waiting all week to drive this. Hardly slept last night, like a kid at Christmas, just waiting. So, first impressions. Oh, that's quick. Oh wow, that's quick. I love it. Yeah. Early morning laughs because of the talk. Love it. Sitting in here though, I drive a 5 Series, albeit a diesel. Sorry about that. I know it's a diesel, but sitting in here, I could be forgiven for just thinking in mine. The interior is not too dissimilar. I mean, there's a lot of black in here. A lot of black. Of course it's no Mercedes, but you know, industry standard leaders when it comes to stylish interiors. But come on BMW, a bit more. Also, whilst I'm on it, how many buttons are there? There's hundreds. This car has got some weird and wonderful features though that you don't think you need until you need them, if that makes sense. For instance, it's got night vision, of all things. Apparently the lights aren't good enough now. But what it's got a couple of infrared cameras built into the grille down the front that scan at night 250, 300 metres in front of you. And it just scans for potential threats. You know, pedestrians, cyclists, birds, IEDs, could be anything. And if the car thinks it's a threat, 'cause it judges their movement, if it thinks they're a threat, then what it does, it puts an alert up on the screen and makes a little noise. And I imagine if you don't get out of the way in time or do something, then a little laser probably comes out the front and blows the thing up. And it'll probably do that while shaking its head at the useless human driver.